Called strike from Tucker Smith. Makes the count 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Number 5, third baseman Zach Gelfie up to bat. Tucker Smith delivers. Line drive ball, left field. Halcomb underneath it and catches it for out number 1. Like I said, I don't apologize, fans. We just had a little technical difficulty. Ryan had a coughing spell and turned our whole table over. But Micklig was able to come over here and with some duct tape, super glue, and a paper clip, fix everything and have it right back running so you didn't miss much of the action.
We got 4 watching anyway, so.
I know. Well, that's it.
Hey, call your 2 other friends. Let's see if we can't get 6.
Yes. We do a lot better when we go over 50 viewers. That's when
we turn it on.
We really don't even try until we get to be about 30 viewers. You're not getting our A game until we get up to around 50. Ryan brought me a piece of pound cake and a bottle of water. High foul ball. Oh, man, that hit an umbrella over there. Nobody was sitting there, but counts 0-2 to the leadoff batter, Trevor Clemens. Clemens, the catcher, he's had a pretty good game at the plate, but behind the plate, but not at the plate. He'll take that K to the dugout. He'll take the long walk to the dugout for out number 2. River Ryan, second baseman, steps in there. 2 outs.
Second baseman, River Ryan.
So I believe that was Tucker Smith's 3rd strikeout of the day.
Our scoreboard operator, Mix, took his union break. His union-mandated break.
And it's a strong union, too.
I'm sure. Hard ground ball, Mamadas.
I don't know if he still touched first base yet.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. The players may not know it's. He's walking back, so he's about to touch it now. Umpire's not looking over there, so we're going to assume. But he reached. Ethan Balcom, number 17, center fielder, steps in there. 2 outs, runner at first. Score that River Ryan, when he reached on first, scored a hit. Not exactly a routine ball. There it is. Hunter Skelton under it and catches in foul territory for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, up 1-0. Here we are at the bottom of the sixth inning. Welcome back, fans.
And Scott, during the break, I just got some disturbing news.
What's that?
I've been told that big supporter of the Hurricane Athletics and Georgia Southwestern overall, Ty Turner, he hadn't purchased any golf balls yet.
Are we talking about Mr. Rockefeller Turner?
Ty Rockefeller Turner, daddy of Hallie Turner, has not purchased not one golf ball yet.
The other
And I mean, you'd think the bank president down in Thomasville would sure at least buy
alumni.
at least 12 golf balls.
At least.
Sixth inning for the Hurricanes is the left fielder, Bo Hilco.
I've been told, though, now that we're going to designate Hallie Turner's check just straight to the hailstorm.
There you go.
That's very nice of Hallie to try to get her dad out of trouble.
And then she just take that credit card that her daddy gave her and give her a cash advance.
There you go.
For the balance of the check, and everybody's we're all even money then, right?
That's right.
Foul ball. I think that's going to be just behind the screen. Two balls, two strikes. Bradley Huff. I'm sorry, Bo Halcomb. Steps in there.
We're climbing back with listeners.
Yes, sir. Jacob Morrison gets ready to deliver. Foul tip caught by the catcher out for out number one. Now Bradley Huff, our first baseman, stands in there.
Tell you what, Morrison's come in and done a pretty good job so far for the Braves.
The middle reliever, his strikeout and walk ratio that you quoted wasn't too bad, really.
No, it's not bad at all.
High fly ball. Second baseman River Ryan hands it off to the first baseman, takes it. Connor Granger catches it for out number two. And Matthew Mamadas, our shortstop, number 7, gets ready to step in there. Yeah, Morrison working very efficiently. Ryan? I said Morrison working very efficiently.
Yes, he is.
And
I'm sorry, I was standing up. I don't have the cushion that you have in your chair.
I told you to go to the
letting the blood
Walmarts.
flow a little bit.
Told you to go to Walmarts and get you one of these old man cushions.
Well, if you're calling it Walmarts, I know it's an old man cushion.
Go to the Walmarts.
The Walmarts. And it looks like Andy Moore's going to grab a bat and hit for Urbina. He's on the deck.
So we got a right-handed pitcher in there. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mamadas.
I was trying to see if Mr. Mamadas was in the ballpark. I don't know. I don't see him.
If he's
Miss
not here,
Mamadas is here. She's always here. I know Mr. Mamadas is always listening. He's probably trying to pay the bills back home. He's burning midnight oil at the house.
I understand that. I had to make a trip to Columbus yesterday evening because anytime we have a big weekend, I try to wrap up some of my weekend work on Friday nights, and that's where I was over in Columbus yesterday evening. Mamadas fouls off. That's a pitch he needed to, on 2 strikes. He needed to swing at that one. It was probably high.
A little defensive. That's right. That's all right.
Off the end of his bat, grounder to the second baseman River Ryan who throws it to Connor Granger for out number 3, and we go to the top of the 7th inning with the Hurricanes still up 1-0 on the Surge Sports Network. Tucker Smith still in there.
Tell you what, Scott,
Left fielder Luke
you know,
Jackson.
you just can't say enough about old Tucker Smith. He always comes out and fights like a doggone dog, don't
He
he?
sure does. He sure does. You're going to get 100% from him all the
All
time.
the time.
Luke Jackson, the left fielder, number 8, steps in there, leading off for the UNC Pembroke Braves. Check swing foul ball. Jackson, the number 4 cleanup batter for the Braves.
But I tell you, I see Tucker every now and then. I'm on campus a lot, and I see him around campus or whatever, and he is always smiling. He's always upbeat. He always comes over to speak. Very polite, nice mannered. I mean, just fun guy to be around. And but I tell you what, he's got killer instincts.
Mm-hmm.
And as nice as he is off the field, I wouldn't want to hit against him. I mean, he gets in there and he gets after it, buddy.
He's between the lines. It's all business then. High fly ball. Third baseman Skelton gets underneath it and catches it for out number 1. Next up, we've got the right fielder Elijah Helton, number 25, steps in there.
Right fielder Elijah Hilton.
I got my props for my birthday. I did get a pair of Toms when I went to Africa. But
Elijah Helton, 6 foot tall, 215 pounder, red shirt senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, played at Walters State Community College, home of the Stomping Hens. Line drive. Jamar calls for it, takes it, and gets it for out number 2. He gave that ball a ride, though.
Gave it a little ride. But look, Tucker's got it figured out. He knows he's got a good defense behind him. He says, here it is, hit it. My guys will take care of it. I'm not worried about you.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, that's the approach he takes.
First baseman Connor Granger.
First baseman Connor Granger.
Steps in there with 2 outs. Granger bats in the number 6 spot.
Tucker gets ahead of this hitter.
Smith delivers. Swing and a miss. That's it. Out number 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And here we go. Top of the 7th. Up 1-0 over the UNC Pembroke Braves. Welcome back, fans, from the 7th inning stretch. Ryan will be back with us just a minute. He got a Charlie horse standing up stretching between the last inning. So he's being rubbed out right now. He'll be here in just a second.
I feel better.
Good. I'm glad. Those Charlie horses will sneak up on you at our age, Ryan. And so, a lot of times our injuries are sleep related when you get, over 40.
That's right.
Ground ball, second baseman, Andy Moore, out number 1.
Tell you what, I don't want to jinx us, but we started this game at 1 o'clock. And look, if it's 2:50, so look. Yeah, well, look, as long as Micklig don't say it, it's going to be okay, because Micklig the other day just ruined the whole music attire, the scoreboard, and everything else that we had.
Catcher Jacob Harrell.
Wow, one comment you turn on me that quickly.
Absolutely. You're always in control when you got the mic.
Jacob Harrell, our catcher, stands in there. Count 0-1. Morrison working just as efficiently as Tucker Smith. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fans moving around, got a respectable crowd for game 1. The weather is spectacular out here today. 0-2 pitch way outside.
Look, and little did y'all know, I do want to delay the game. I want the Hurricanes to score some runs here. I wish we'd put up about 10 on the scoreboard.
A little brushback pitch for Harrell.
Wouldn't you sign up for that, Scotty?
All day long. Because I got a cushion.
Yeah, I'm having to stand up.
I'm telling you, after the first game of this season, the next day I went to Walmart and bought me this cushion. And I tell you, it was a cushion, yes.
One of those donut cushions?
No, look over here, Haley. Look at it. It's an old man cushion. Swinging strike 3.
Well, this is the first game Hallie's been to all season,
yeah.
so she just
swing and a miss. Well, drop third strike, thrown out at first if you're scoring at home. Count 2 outs. Back to the top of our lineup, Jason Beta. Everybody made fun of my cushion earlier in the season, but I tell you what, it has paid dividends for me on doubleheaders. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stand up next inning, Ryan, and let you take this thing for a test drive, and I bet you have one for next season. Maybe Santa Claus will bring you one, or Father's Day. What you getting for Father's Day?
me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I would prefer nothing.
Yeah.
Just a quiet day with the family. How about that, Scott?
That's exactly what I typically ask for, especially with my kids, 2 kids in college and away from the house and everything. I said, I just want time with my family is all
That's
I want.
it. If I need something, I'll go get it.
But I'm asking for a fly rod this year.
There you go. Why not?
I want a new fly rod along with time with my family.
But, I never hardly ask. I don't care to get presents and stuff, but the best thing I get at Christmas, and the only thing I ever care about, my wife does a calendar with pictures of the family.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And she does a great job with that every year, and I love it.
Yep. Swing and miss, Jason Beta. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. Hurricanes have 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. UNC Pembroke, 0 runs, 3 hits, 1 error.
And I thought we made an error. I thought Mamadas made an error back.
That was not a routine play. Micklig chastised some of us up here in the box for even suggesting that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. It was
Hey,
borderline.
that's
But
good.
yeah. So he.
I don't want Mamadas making errors.
No. I was chastised. Hit the plate, foul ball. No, it didn't hit the plate. What did it hit? Did it hit him? It didn't. Why did he call it a foul ball? What did it hit? Oh, hit him in the box.
Yeah.
Okay, because it didn't. Because I thought he hit the plate, and but that would have been a live ball. You know what we need to do?
What's that, Scotty?
Second game, if we, if we run out of stuff to talk about, which is highly unlikely, but there's a website, and I pull it up from time to time. It's like the 13 myths of baseball.
We can pull it up.
We could pull it up and chat about it, and hold class next game.
School.
Probably teach some of these young boys
Yeah, that's
next
right.
to us a couple things. Beta took ball 4, and he's standing at first base with 2 outs. Tyler Skelton, our third baseman, batting the number 2 spot, stands in there.
Now batting third baseman, Tyler Skelton.
Wind blowing from right to left field.
A little 2-out rally here, Scott. You sign up for it?
Yep.
Tell you, both bullpens are quiet.
Pitching duel.
Great. If you love pitching, you love this ball game here.
Morrison delivers low, ball 1. Skelton steps out, gets the signal from Coach McDonald.
Tough play for,
Rolls foul. They pick it up.
I knew that was going to be a tough play, so a break there for the Braves. No way they were going to get Skelton out on that.
No. Clemens puts his mask and helmet back on. Foul ball gets sent to the dugout. Because I guess it's got a scuff on it now, perhaps.
There you go. You know, I was noticing Vanderbilt, Vanderbilt's field, they got all turf, pitching mound, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed one of the catchers got drilled off of a ball right back off the bat. You know, you and I talk about the relationship between the umpire and the catcher, and there's no dirt to wipe off the plate.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, I hadn't, I don't watch baseball just religiously, but I was thinking, okay, how's he going to handle this? Well, he just walks out to the pitcher's mound, hands the pitcher a new ball. So, that's his way of brushing the plate.
Yeah, yeah.
But here at Georgia Southwestern, we don't have to worry about that. We got plenty of dirt on the field.
Mm-hmm. Probably ought to give the umpire a rake to go out there and rake off the mound a little bit, too. If it takes a little longer than just wiping the plate off.
Several looks over there at Beta at first.
With 2 outs, your number 2 batter up there. I understand trying to hold him close, but eventually you got to concentrate the player, the batter.
All right, we get it.
That hit him. That ball bounced up and hit him.
And cut ball, he's out.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith Micklig's
Sarcasm. He went to his sarcasm file and
he's ready. He's great.
played some crickets chirping over.
He'll probably draw another throw because of that. Let's see if if the pitcher challenge Keith Micklig here in the booth.
That's
Nope.
almost a ball. High fly ball, right field. Helton under it. Gets it for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th. We got 6 more outs to get before we can go to the next
Hurricanes.
game. So let's go Hurricanes on the Surge Sports Network. Fans, we in the top of the 8th inning after a little bit of funky town between the innings.
The 8th inning for
We had a
UNC Pembroke shortstop, Jared
end of 7th inning dance party up in the press area.
I may need a lung transplant.
I'm telling you. I'm start calling you tuberculosis Tommy. Look at him racing out there to get the ball.
Tucker Smith pitching a gem.
Jarrett Mobley takes strike 2. I don't think he agrees with that call, do you?
I think he wanted to. I think he was mad at himself for not swinging.
Okay.
Just let me know if it cuts out again. Like I said, the wire is really loose.
So fans, the behind the plate view. If you're got Mick Ligg on
That's going to be a single.
on the camera back there to try to fix our camera from going in and out.
Hot shot ground ball. Just,
Well, he hit that ball.
yes, sir. There was not, I mean, you know, unless Amatis was standing right there to where he only had to take maybe one
Yeah.
step or a half a step, that ball was going to be in left field regardless. So Mobley gets a leadoff single.
designated hitter Bobby Dixon.
Bobby Dixon, the designated hitter who bats in the number 8 spot, stands in there. Got the 7, 8, and 9 batters up this inning. Squares to bunt, pulls it back for ball number 1. That's a going to second on that. Yes, sir. Got him. Got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great call back here from Harold telling them to go 2. That bunt was a little too hard. Didn't work out. So what a great play by the Hurricanes right there to get the lead runner.
I'm sorry. I went into fan mode. I wasn't really telling what was going on, but you picked it up and went with it. Thank you so much. I'm
So he bunted the ball very hard down to first base as Harold called the play to go to 2. No hesitation.
got a pinch
They
runner
got the
coming in
lead
at
runner.
first. That one run is very, very important to this game. So we're they're gonna pinch run for Bobby Dixon. We have Zach Gelfie, the third baseman, stands in there, ready to hit. Still don't have the pinch runner.
Your attention,
Oh,
pitch
correction.
running for UNC Pembroke at first base is number 2, Kevon Perkins.
Number 2, Kevon Perkins, stands in there to be the pinch runner.
At the plate, third baseman Zach Gilfie.
Perkins, redshirt senior, 5'10", 170-pound outfielder from Leland, North Carolina. Played at Spartanburg Methodist, home of the Preachers. Tucker Smith tries to keep him honest at first. Perkins gets a lead. Not a big primary lead. It was a secondary. He acted like he was going. High fly ball.
That's
left field. That one is gone for a home run. Number 5, Zach Gelfie, third baseman, hits a 2-run homer, makes the score 2-0 in the top of the 8th inning. Lifted that one just out there next to the light pole, right over the fence. Bo Halcomb ran, and stopped at the fence. He stopped and
The wind
Right.
is blowing out that way a little
sure
bit,
is.
but he hit the daylights out of
He
that
did.
one.
He did. Obviously, Tucker Smith wished he could have that pitch back. We're at the top of their lineup now, Ryan.
Well, again, the Canes aren't out of it, of course.
No, man.
We're only down a run.
Catcher Trevor Clemens.
Trevor Clemens stands in there. Clemens from Randleman, South Carolina, sophomore catcher, red shirt, sophomore. There you go. Ground ball back to Tucker Smith. Underhands it to first base. Bradley Huff takes it for out number 2.
And Scott, I don't know if you remember, but a play similar to that last year, a little bit harder hit. The one Tucker Smith barehanded and broke his hand. And is why he'll have an extra year here to play at Georgia Southwestern. But thank goodness he fielded that one with his glove.
Second baseman River Ryan.
Ryan stands in there, digs in, ready for the delivery from Tucker Smith. High fly ball. Huff calls for it in fair territory right in front of the Braves bullpen, but not, and that'll do us for the 8th inning, but the Braves scored 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Gelfie, and the score is now 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th on the Surge Sports Network.
Tomorrow afternoon is our Senior Day, 2019 GSW Senior Day. Our 3 seniors will be honored and recognized in a ceremony prior to first pitch tomorrow, so make sure you come out to the ballpark a little bit early, 12:45. We'll get things rolling with our Senior Day ceremony. Again, that'll be the series and regular season finale here tomorrow afternoon. Again, those Senior Day ceremonies start at 12:45 p.m. Moving things up for the Hurricanes in the 8th. Right fielder, Jonathan Martin.
Jonathan Martin, right fielder, steps in there.
One and two. You ain't fall asleep over there, have you?
No,
Scott?
no, I haven't. Had to respond to a few texts I got between innings. One ball, 2 strikes, Jay Moore. Umpire calls that one on the inside corner for out number 1. Next up for the Hurricanes, right fielder, correction, center fielder, Hunter Foster.
All right, Scott, we got to get our
I
Hurricanes
know.
back in
We
there.
got to telling you.
Center fielder Hunter Foster.
Hunter Foster takes ball 1 inside.
I know why you got quiet, Scott. I saw that.
I got to text.
Nobody likes those kind of texts.
No. Oh, goodness. Did that hit him? That's
It
2
sounded
inside.
like it.
That was, yeah, catcher's glove. Catcher's mitt made that sound. So it's 2-0, 2 inside pitches, 1 out. Foster steps in there again. Clemens gives Morrison the sign. Morrison delivers. High fly ball. Was that the right fielder made that play?
Or the first baseman.
First
I
baseman,
can't
we
tell.
can't see from where we are, but it was an out. I'm going to take from the reaction from the catcher for the UNC Pembroke Braves that was out, and our Foster's headed back to the dugout, so that's what we'll assume. Bo Halcomb, our left fielder, number 25, steps in there.
Left fielder Bo Halcomb.
Curveball over for strike 1 to Bo Halcomb. Hurricanes need to find some fire in them right here, Scott.
Yep. Halcomb, 0-2. We got to kind of keep one eye. I believe at 3 o'clock is when the Lander kicked off their game. So we
got to win these, so.
yeah, we got to win. We got to take care of our own selves. But, I mean,
That's right.
ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm sorry. Foul balls. Count remains 1-2, 2 outs. I'd like for Halcomb to take a swing and tie this one
I
up.
sure would love to see one right here. I was thinking the same thing when Foster was at the plate, and J. Moore.
Yep. But I tell you, Morrison is
He's pitched well.
He's pitched well.
You know, both teams have had 5 hits in this game. As Halcomb watches ball low and away. Outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Hurricanes. Swung on, hit the short. Fields throws, that ends the inning. So the Hurricanes go down quietly. Hurricanes still trail 2-1. We go to the top half of the 9th inning. The Hurricanes need to hold them where they got them. You're listening to the Surge Sports Network.
I got it. Number 17, Ethan Balcom steps in there. Center fielder.
Fitting off the ninth inning for UNC Pembroke center fielder Ethan Balcom.
Hurricanes need to hold them right where we got them, Scott. Come back in here and score some runs in the ninth.
Ball away. One ball, one strike, nobody out. Balcom hits a fly ball. Mamadas under it, calls for it.
I bet that ball was wet.
I believe it was. I believe it. I'm surprised it didn't go into orbit.
Good gosh, that thing was hit a mile up in there.
But that hopefully will be the last time we'll see him this game.
Left fielder Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson, the left fielder, steps in there.
Fastball right down Broadway, strike one. So Smith looks in at Harrell, gets his sign to wind the pitch high and away, ball one. Fans, I'm not sure what's going on, but Westbrook's getting some scary stuff sent to him on his phone, so he's having to take care of some business on his telephone right here. As there's a shot, ground ball hit out to Mamadas. Fields throws over for out number two.
Right fielder Elijah Hilton.
Elijah Hilton steps up to the plate. Tucker deals. It missed just inside for ball one. Tucker has pitched one heck of a ball game today for the Hurricanes, even though we do trail 2-1. Gave up a 2-run home run in the top of the eighth inning. Big game here for the Hurricanes today. As Tucker throws a fastball down there, strike for strike one. 2-1. 2 outs. 2-1 Pembroke. Swung on and missed for strike two. Well, Scott, you back with us?
I'm back with us now. Good. Okay, I feel a lot better.
Focused?
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
feel
I'm
a lot
focused.
better?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Yeah.
Surgery will take care of it?
I think so.
Okay.
One way or the other. Line drive. Center field. 2-out single. Elijah Helton, right fielder, stands at first base as first baseman Connor Granger steps in to face Tucker Smith.
First baseman Connor Granger.
Were they going to have to amputate your sixth toe? I mean, is that
No, nothing like that.
no, not as bad?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I believe Bo Halcom's underneath that one. I kind of jumped off the bat, but still out number 3. We still 2-1. We go into the bottom of the ninth inning.
3 outs left, Scott. We got to do something.
We got to
right
do something here on the Surge Sports Network. All right. Big inning, bottom of the ninth for our Hurricanes. Those of you who may just be tuning in, the Hurricanes scored 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd inning and enjoyed a 1-0 lead until the top of the 8th inning when Gelfie, the 3rd baseman, hit a home run over out there at the left field light pole and made the score 2-1. And here we are. You see all the Hurricanes standing up, cheering, needing a rally in, and we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's time to fish your cut bait.
They are not strangers to making it interesting. I can tell you that.
Late inning heroics.
They always do it. Let's see what happens.
Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bradley Huff, our number 6 batter, in there. We need 1 to tie and 2 to win. No, he didn't go. Surely not.
No, he wasn't even close.
No, he just rotated his hips a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just need base runners, Scotty.
Wind blowing from right to left field. Pretty strong breeze. Fly ball. Fielded by, was it the right field?
I think the second baseman made that play.
Okay, all right.
It's hard for
Out
me
number
to tell
1
from here.
I know. As much as I hate to get off my cushion, I am.
Yeah, let's get up. Let's maybe not fire these Canes up right here. Mamata's coming here to get us going here with a double.
Mamata steps in. As Ryan said earlier, swinging a pretty hot bat. UNC Pembroke, 2 runs, 6 hits on 1 error. Canes, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Low and away, ball 1. Fans, remember this is a doubleheader, so at the end of this game, we will take a break and clean up the field, and I'll probably take my shirt off, catch a few sun rays.
Woo-hoo!
And
what a treat for all of us.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And then we'll be ready for game number 2 after about a 30-minute break.
Come on, Mamatas.
Morrison gets ready. Mamatas calls timeout. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We need at least 1 run.
Got to score 1 to keep playing.
Yeah. Morrison has worked efficiently. Fly ball, right field, out of play. Just about 5 steps in front of the right fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Got somebody working down in the Pembroke bullpen. I don't know if that's the pitcher for the next game or if they've got a reliever they're thinking about bringing in. If we go in extra innings, probably the starter for the next game, I would think, wouldn't you?
Very well could be, yes.
Low, ball 2, low and away. Is that Andy Moore on deck?
Andy Moore.
Mamatas, let's get him on base. Get Andy Moore up there.
That's a
there
base hit.
That's a hit. So a 1-out single for Mamatas. Andy Moore needs to hit a home run right here, and let's
walk it off.
Let's walk it off. That's it. Andy Moore digs in. Designated hitter. They changed pitchers. Andy didn't start the game. Urbina started at designated hitter. Looks like we may be going to have a pitching change.
Looks like he's looking down to the bullpen, so.
It's a right-handed pitcher that's throwing down there. I don't know exactly who it is.
Looks like they're making the call, maybe. No sign yet, but we'll take a short break. You're listening to the Surge Sports Network.
Pitch and change for UNC Pembroke. Niall Ball, number 24, out of Decatur, Georgia, senior.
So now, no, I think he normally is their ace starter, but obviously he comes in to close. He has no saves on the season, but he has a 3.82 ERA. He's pitched 80 innings. He's walked 33 and struck out 81.
Ball previously played at Missouri SEC school. Strike one.
Looked a little high to me, but
He made that pitch look effortless, and the speed on it. Ooh, wait a minute.
we could take
Tying
some
away.
more of them too.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, that catcher has earned his pay today back there behind the plate, because that would have certainly.
Let's see, we're getting.
That would have put Modest at second. Safe.
Now they're going to argue that he's going to run out of the baseline, but the umpire is he's shaking his head. That's what they're going to come out and argue, that he ran out of the baseline for him to make the tag. But he called him. He's already called him safe.
That's it. Andy Moore. It was, and the umpire was right there in position to make the play. Call. But they're going to chat about it just a little bit out there. But nonetheless, Modest is at second. And we're going to let them argue just a little bit out there. But we got 2 outs. And Jacob Harrell getting ready to bat.
He's not going to change his mind.
He's not. And we, some of our players and coaches, they didn't like that pickoff play in the first inning. They thought he got back. From our angle, it looked like a good throw, but but the you know, we've had some reports come from the dugout that he made it back, but you know, so this may even things out a little bit. Micklig is killing him on the music.
So the Hurricanes still not out of it. 2 strikes.
No, 2 outs.
I mean, 2 outs. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fresh
Lamadas
batter.
at second base, so got pretty good wheels out there on the bag.
Mm-hmm.
The play for the Hurricanes, catcher Jacob Harrell.
Good time for Jacob Harrell to shine right here.
Jacob will make a clutch hit. I want to see him hit one out there between
He likes
shortstop
to go,
and third.
He likes to go to the right side a lot.
I want him to see him get a stand-up double. Strike 1. I'm telling you what, this pitcher, when he cocks back and fires it, it's at the mitt. You better be making your decision when it leaves his hand. Ball gets ready to deliver. 1-1 count.
Good eye by Harrell.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So we need a strong at bat here by Harrell. A lot of room on that right side of that infield.
Oh, that's going to be foul, man, I tell you.
Tad
Foul
late.
ball.
Harrell just a tad late getting his hands out and down through the zone, but
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, down 2-1, bottom of the 9th.
watch out for that
Harrell.
slider.
Harrell stands in there. Ball gets ready to deliver. Hit him in his left buttock.
Hey, in his hello.
And he will end up at first base. Runners at first and second. 2 outs.
That brings up Beta. Scott, so we're back to the top of the lineup. Lefty-righty matchup here for the Hurricanes. Beta's a switch hitter. He's going to be hitting from the left-hand side of the plate.
Beta digs in there.
Jason Beta.
Nobody seating in the Hurricanes dugout.
And if the opportunity presents itself, we do have Clark on the bench available to run for Harrell if Josh chooses to do so. So a lot of speed there on the bench if we choose to go to it.
Home plate umpire called that a strike. A lot of people thought that was
Looked a little up to me.
high from the Hurricane dugout. A little ground ball, dribbler. Let's see. And that'll do us for out number 3, game 1. And the Pembroke Braves take game 1 of this 3-game series by a score of 2-1. We'll take a break, Ryan, and be back in about 30, 45 minutes for the next game.
We will, as a well-pitched game from both the Hurricanes and the Braves. You hate to see Tucker Smith gave one heck of a performance, just came up on the short end there. Didn't give up but 2 runs, but great effort by Tucker Smith and the Hurricanes. But as Scott said, we'll take a little break, and we'll be back for game 2.
Today's doubleheader, game 2 of our week.